So Donkey Kong Land 2 is now out on Nintendo Switch, but there are a few things that the game doesn't tell you, like hidden cheat codes, secret shortcuts, and even some pretty essential information for newer players. So if you are a newer player, you may want to skip ahead to the essential information section at the 2-minute and 35-second mark. But for everyone else, let's start with the fun stuff, like cheat codes. Now, unlike the Super NES game, which had a dedicated cheats option, you'll enter these puppies directly on the file select screen for whichever file you have highlighted. So first up, to instantly nab yourself 40 banana coins, simply hold either left or right on the control pad, then press B, B, A, A. As with all the codes, you'll hear this sound if you entered it correctly. Now you should never find yourself short on cash to save your game at Wrinkly's or to catch a funky flight. Next, for an instant 50 lives, hold either left or right on the control pad, then press A, A, B, B. At this point, if you run out of lives, that's 100% on you, though I suppose you can always enter the code again for more. And finally, to instantly gain 47 Krem coins, hold either left or right on the control pad, then press AB, AB. This will net you the exact amount you need to pay off that lumbering clubba, regardless of how many bonus rooms you've actually completed yourself. Just be aware that you'll still need to manually collect the Krem coins yourself if you want that coveted 100% listed on your save file. Moving on, this game shares another set of secrets in common with the Super Nintendo version, being a secret warp barrel hidden somewhere in every level of World 1, which will take you straight to the end of the stage. Here's how to find them. In Pirate Panic, just after the second rat, use Dixie's hairspin to glide through these two floating bananas, which leads right to an invisible warp barrel. Yep, it just took you right to the level's exit. In Main Brace Mayhem, when you reach this platform with a pair of rats, use Dixie at the lone banana to leap left and glide through the air until you reach this platform. Then climb the nearby rope to find the invisible barrel in the top left corner. In Gangplank Galley, right from the start, use Dixie to climb the barrels on the left to a high hook. Then jump to another on the right, and then use her hairspin to glide right from there right through these two bananas into an invisible warp barrel. In Lockjaw's Locker, drop into the first water section and look for a fake box just above the bottom right corner. Then follow the secret path down and finally left to find the invisible warp barrel. Finally, in Topsail Trouble, after turning into Radley the rattlesnake, head to the first platform on the left, then use a charged jump from the right side to find the invisible warp barrel above. And that's all of them! You can fly through the first world in no time by using these secret warp barrels. But unfortunately, there are no others to be found throughout the rest of the game, so enjoy them while you have them. Okay, so that covers the major cheats and shortcuts in the game, but there's still some other information that you may want to know that the game doesn't tell you. Especially as there's no Cranky Kong to offer advice this time, and the Switch version doesn't even come with an instruction manual. So let's start off with an oldie but a goodie, because if this is somehow your first Donkey Kong platforming game, you need to know about the roll jump, in which you can jump mid-air after rolling off a ledge as either Diddy or Dixie. It's super useful for last-minute saves or to reach out-of-the-way secrets. Next, almost every animal buddy has a secondary feature that you might not know about, both because they're mapped to the seldom-used select button or minus on Switch, but also because you just don't need some of them. For instance, Rambi the Rhino and Ungar the Swordfish both have a dash attack you can charge up by holding the select button. It's fun, but you never actually need it in this version of the game. But for Radley the Rattlesnake, it'll charge his high jump, which you absolutely will need at points. We already used it in this very video to access one of those hidden warp barrels. Another Animal Buddy secondary feature that you absolutely need to know about is Squidder the Spiders, as you can create web platforms anywhere you want simply by tapping select after firing a web shot with B. And don't forget, you can aim those webs up and down as well. Just be careful as each new web platform will replace a previous one after a second or so you have to move quick. Finally, we have Squawks the Parrot, but unlike the others, he has no secret secondary function beyond being able to spit eggs with B. But he does have some somewhat hidden controls. In fact, they're the exact same ones that you have with swimming in Kong form as well, which includes holding B to swim or fly faster, along with holding up or down on the control pad to increase your speed when ascending or descending respectively. Handy! Speaking of handy tips, if you ever want to exit a stage that you've already beaten, just press pause then select, or minus again on the Switch, to instantly be returned to the world map. Speaking of the world map, you'll know that you found all the secret bonus rooms and Krem coins in the level when an exclamation mark appears after the level's name, and a DK coin will appear down there too if you found it on that level as well. There's one hidden in every stage except for bosses, and you'll need each and every one of them if you want that 100% rating and to become the #1 video game hero. And speaking of getting 100%, once you've beaten King K. Rool, you're not done yet, as there's an entire post-game world waiting for you. If you can afford the steep Krem coin toll, that is, which is the exact thing you'll find at the end of each bonus room. But if you need help or are just impatient, we did tell you about a cheat code that can help you with that. Oh, and in case anyone has as much trouble as I did with the Cleaver's Kill and boss battle, you have to carefully time activating these cannons with a roll in order to hit the boss when he's directly above. And that's everything that Donkey Kong Land 2 didn't tell you. So if you like this video, make sure to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for tons more from us. Now go off and have fun with Donkey Kong Land 2 using your newfound Konglage. Did that work? I think it worked.